Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nashrul bin Saifullah. Now I present to you for my final year project 2 in the title Children's Diapers Condition in Child Care Center with Display System. So for my project, the device project flow. So as we know from the title, Children's Diapers Condition in Child Care Center with Display System. So the first purpose for this project is to detect the diaper. So from diaper, it will detect the diaper whether the diaper is wet or not, and then the output result will send to the user's smartphone in Blink application via Wi-Fi network. So why this project is built? For first of all, as we know in childcare center, there are too many kids and babies there, and the workers in the childcare cannot determine which among of them the diaper is wet or not. So this device can help them to detect and to give the reminder to them as the diaper is wet. Secondly, we don't want the babies or kids in the childcare having their diaper in wet condition for too long. Why we don't want to let the wet diaper too long? Because it can cause them more infection to any kind of disease. And lastly, we want to warn caregivers to change the diapers at the perfect time. So when the device detect the diaper in wet condition, then the device will warn the caregivers or childcare workers so that they will change the diaper quickly. Alright, so firstly I will show you, before I show you, I want to share that I have been upgrade this prototype or device. I had add one more sensor to make to determine or to detect a baby crying by using sound sensor. So before that, I will show you about that after this. So before that, this is the wet diaper detection. So this is the circuit diagram in using by the Proteus. So this one is the HT22 and this one is sound sensor. Okay, so from here we see that the HT22 has been connected to Node MCU. There are 3 pins from the HT22. The HT22 have VCC ground data pin. So VCC have been connected to 3 volt from Node MCU, ground from ground, and data pin from D4 for data pin will connect to D4 Node MCU. Okay. So why I use DHT22? Because DHT22 can detect the temperature and humidity of the surrounding. So this is the display system that have been that can be monitored by the user. So this is the Blink application. So this is 2 condition. So first condition is the diaper is dry, and the second condition when the diaper is wet. So here we see that there is a LED here. So when the LED is in green, it means that the diaper is in dry condition. And when the diaper is in when the LED is turned to red, it means that the diaper is in wet condition. So here, from my scope, I say that I need to test this prototype to 2 babies or kids. So here is 2 prototype I made, one for Abu and one for Ali. That means that I have 2 channels here. Alright, so it means that I can monitor 2 babies in one time. Okay, so the LED will turn to red after the humidity is more than 80%. Okay, and then the LED will turn to red and warn the user that diaper is wet. So this is the coding that I have been coded in Arduino IDE to ensure that the MCU can read the data from the HT22. Okay, let's see here. This one is for the uh, alright, this one is for V1 and V2. It means that I have two channels. Just now I said to you Ali and Abu. So LED on V1 is for Ali, LED on V2 is for Abu. Alright, so here I said that blink green when the humidity less than 80, but else when the else it means that it is when it is more than 80%, it will turn to blink red, and then it will appear in the COM. It says it's red. Same goes to V2. The difference is the virtual number for the LED. Okay, so here is the COM result from Reno IDE. So this LED on V1, green, green, green. It means that the diaper is still dry. And then when the diaper is when the diaper is wet, it will appear here. LED on V1 is red. Same goes here. LED on V2, green. And then when the diaper is wet, the LED on V2 will turn to red. Okay. Alright, now I will explain to you the sound baby crying detection. So I use here the sound sensor. So sound sensor has three pins, which are VCC, ground, and output pin. So VCC and ground will connected same like DHT22, but output pin will connect to AO. Okay. So the function of sound sensor will detect if the baby is crying. So it means that when the childcare workers far away from the babies, then they will they will they will get a notification that the babies is crying. Okay, like this, the notification will pop up and notify the user as the baby is crying. There are two examples here. First is for baby Ali and the second one is baby Abu. So if baby Ali is crying, so it will pop up like this, be notification, baby Ali cry. And then when the baby Abu cry, it will pop up like this, baby Abu cry. So this is the coding that I code in the Arduino IDE. So as we see this, if the status sensor is less than 300, it means it detect the sounds near the sound sensor, and then it will pop up blink notify baby Abu cry. Okay, use the analog rate. So I show you a video that I have been made before. Here is there are two stickers because I made for two prototypes. So before I try test to the diaper, I grab the HT22 when it detect my humidity. Uh, when the humidity is more than 80%, it will turn to red LED. Before this, I try to exceed more than 85%, but it is too high. Then I try to make it the humidity more than 80%. So now I try the sound baby crying detection for Ali prototype and it pop up like that. Now I try for Abu prototype circuit. So it seems success as the LED turn to red after the humidity is more than 85. This is the process before I implement the circuits inside the prototype. Then I test the baby crying sound to second prototype circuit, which is I label as Abu. Okay, so baby Abu cry notification has pop up to notify the user that the baby is crying. So I continue for my prototype fabrication. So here I have sketched my prototype by using SolidWorks. So my first idea is I want to make prototype in cube shape. There are two holes there. One hole at the bottom is for the HT22 to place there to detect the condition of the diapers. And then the other hole at the top is to place the sound sensor. I place the sound sensor at the top so that the sound sensor can be easy to detect the sound baby crying. Alright. So here is my project casing here. This is the top view and this is the back view and this is the sketch from the top, from the side view. Okay. So here is the data collection from different volume of water. Alright. I have made many tests for my project. So this is one of the tests. I test with the different volume of water. I assume that the water is as a urine. Alright, I assume urine as a water. And then so I use from 5 milliliter until 50 milliliter, and then the value of humidity seem that rapidly increasing, and then the LED color will turn to red after 80% of humidity, and the 80% and exceeding and the value of 80% and above is appear when the volume of water is more than 25 milliliter. Okay, so the here we see that the LED color is green here. That means that the diaper is not very wet to ensure that the HT22 to detect the humidity more than 80. And then here is the LED turn to red. It means that the diaper is wet and need to be changed quickly. So this is the next test that I have I have been in experimental test. So this is the test between the volume baby crying sound and also the time taken for articulation to pop out. Alright, so I use my laptop for my sound, baby crying sound. So here is the volume from 10% until 100%. And then the volume sound must be more than 40% so that the articulation will appear. Or else the sound is very slow to make sure that the notification is appearing on the monitoring system. Alright, so the time taken seem decreasing if the volume of sound increasing. So it means that the higher the volume of sound of baby crying, the lower the time taken needed for activation to pop up. So this is my recommendation for my future work. So as we see before, my prototype design fabrication is too big and not too efficient to place on the baby's diaper because it's too big and it made the baby not very comfortable to move and can harm the baby. So for my future work, I will make the design for the prototype in small size or suitable size to ensure the baby is comfortable and not harm them. Okay, so next idea for the future work is I want to upgrade the sensor by using RFID tag. Why I want to use RFID tag? From my literature review, I seen that many of them use RFID tag because RFID tag is more thin and small, so it is suitable to put on the diaper than the HT22. And RFID tag also did not need any circuits, complex circuits to make it run and detect the condition of diaper. So it is very suitable for this device by using RFID tag instead of using the HT22. And next, I want to upgrade display system by using paid application to develop its own application and to ensure the friendly use. Why I want to upgrade the display system? Because now on I use the Blink application. As we know, Blink application have its own limit. So I want to upgrade display system by using the paid application so that it can be unlimited and then I can add more features in the application like any sense like emotional detection pulse detection and etc. Okay, so last idea is I want to add more sensors to detect more parameter like sensory detection, defecation or urination detection and pulse detection, etc. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nashrul Syahmi bin Saifullah. Now I present to you my project, the condition baby diaper in childcare center with display system. So this is the first prototype that I call it as Abu because as example that I figure out that this prototype will be placed on Abu where the baby's name, and then this is Ali. Alright, so I provide these two prototype because as the objective here, I need to test this. I need to build a prototype that can be used in childcare center. So as we know, childcare center have more than one children or baby. So that's why I provide two prototype to ensure that it can be connected to the display system if if there are many babies or children that connect to with this device. Okay, let's start this one. Just now I just put the water. Let's imagine this water is urine or pee. Alright, I put the water here on Ali's diaper. So here we have Abu and Ali. So let's click Ali, and then when the water is when the diaper is wet, uh, when the diaper is wet, the humidity status will increase in. Sorry about the pop-up notification. I will tell you about later. Alright, there. Yeah, we see that the LED turn from green to red because the humidity status value more than 80. It means that the diaper is wet. Alright, let's see Abu. Right here Abu. Abu is still green because the diaper is still dry. Right, I will show you some example for Abu. Okay. Here I put the water inside the diaper. Alright, nice. Right, let's see the display system here. It will increasing until more than 80. Then the LED for Abu will turn to red. So let's see Abu display. Yeah, almost there. Alright, nice. So it means that the diaper for Abu is wet. So the childcare center worker need to exchange the diaper quickly. Right, so I show you why this notification always pop up. So here is the sound sensor I put to detect the baby crying voice. I have a grade here for this project. So let's say this one is for Abu. Alright, Abu is here. So, alright, so it will pop out here notification baby Abu cry. Okay. So let's see here we choose Ali. Alright, here is Ali. Alright, here is baby Ali cry. Even though we shut the phone, alright, it still have the notification. Let's see, I put at Abu. Okay. Baby Ali cry again. Right, the notification will pop up as well. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.